Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm Anthony Daniels, and welcome to the 5-Minute Facebook Ministry, and that's depending on what part of the world you're in. Today we're coming out of the book of Deuteronomy. That's the 30th chapter, the 16th verse. It's Deuteronomy 30 and 16, and out of the NIV it reads, "For I command you today to love the Lord your God, to walk in obedience to him, and to keep his commands, decrees, and laws. Then you will live and increase, and the Lord your God will bless you in the land you are entering to possess." Again, for I command you today to love the Lord your God, to walk in obedience to him, and to keep his commandments, decrees, and laws. Then you will live and increase, and the Lord your God will bless you in the land you are entering to possess. Now this is this is an awesome verse, and I'm kind of fired up today because I read something about God's blessing for us, and here God is talking to the Israelites, and He's telling them that therefore I command you today to love the Lord your God. Our command is to love God with all our hearts, and if we love God, then we'll walk in obedience to him, just like it says, to keep his commandments, decrees, and laws. And if we do that out of love, we don't just follow his rules and regulations because they're there. We do it out of love for God, because we love God, we want to please him. We follow commandments, his decrees and laws that he's put forth. And it says, then you will live and increase. And the Lord your God will bless you in the land you're entering to possess. That's when the Israelites were going into the promised land. But he says he will bless you in the land you are entering to possess. And God will do the same thing for us today. He will bless us. If we love God and we trust God, we can live a life of expectancy. We can live a life of expectancy. I've made my mind up today that I'm living a life of expectancy. Not in anything that I can do or anything that I'm capable of accomplishing, but I know that my God will bless me. That if I dedicate my life to God, if I put him first in my life, that he will bless me and I will prosper in everything that I do. And that's what God has told us throughout the Bible. And he's given those promises to several mighty men of the Bible. Abraham was blessed. Noah was blessed. Lot was blessed, Abraham's nephew. David was blessed. Joseph was blessed. Israel was blessed. And we can be blessed. God didn't just pick certain people and say, okay, I'm going to just bless these guys and not bless everybody else. Everybody can share as God's blessing. And to get a hold of that blessing, one, you have to love God. And because you love him, you're going to keep his commandments. And when you keep his commandments, we're not keeping his commandments because, they're just rules that we follow blindly. But God put those rules in effect because they aren't boundaries for us. They're us depending on God. He says, love thy God. No, there'll be no other gods before God. That's because out of your love for God, you know that you don't need any other God. It says, do not steal. You don't steal because just the rule says don't steal. You don't steal because you trust God to provide you what you need. You don't need to steal. God's commandments empowers us. Do not commit adultery. You don't need to go after some other woman. God's going to bless you with a wife that's going to bless you. And you won't need to commit adultery. You won't need to find another woman. You're going to have a divine blessing in your marriage, divine blessing in your relationship. And you go on, do not murder. You don't need to murder. You don't need to get so mad at people that you kill them. God will defend you in all situations. And God will also come against those who come against you because you are blessed. You are blessed. When Lot was seized by the four kings, and Abraham took his 300-something men, and he went and freed Lot and destroyed those guys. You can't come against a blessed man or woman of God. So just start expecting blessings from God. Live a life that is pleasing to God. Live a life where you know that God is first in your life, that you will follow His laws and His commandments, because God and those are, the 10 Commandments are still effective today. And we follow those, and we live a life, and we follow those out of love for God. And just watch the blessings pour into your life. Just watch blessing after blessing after blessing. And just believe and know that everything that you do is going to be prosperous, that you're going to be blessed, that God is going to bless you. Have expectation in God's ability to heal you, to provide for you, to secure you, to defend you. Don't doubt it. Don't doubt it. And, for some people that may seem like, you're being haughty, or you're being selfish, you're being arrogant, but it's not a belief in yourself. It's a belief in God. I believe that I'm going to be successful at work because God is going to give me the knowledge I need to do my job. God's going to give me the ability to do my job. Not because of anything that I have or any of my abilities, but I'm putting my faith in God to make me successful at work. I'm putting my faith in God to make me successful with my family. I'm putting my faith in God to make me successful in everything that I touch. That He'll bless me, He'll bless my family, and He'll bless those who are around me, because they'll be blessed through me. And that'll be God working in my life. Not anything that I can do. I humble myself before God because I need Him, and I love Him, and I know that He wants to provide for me, that He wants to keep me, and that He loves me. Ooh, that's powerful. Claim your blessing and hold on to it. Live a life of expectancy, trusting God, knowing God has you. And that's all the time that I have. Hey, God bless you. God loves you, and I love you too. Have a great day.